What's up, everybody? Jason from Straight Edge Lights and Gear, and I'm here today with another review for you. And today it is going to be on the EBERLESTOCK Bando Bag XL. Guys, this is a fanny pack slash sling bag that I've been running for quite a while now. I really enjoy this bag, and I definitely wanted to show you guys some of the features that it offers and how it works for me. And I want to show you a couple of modifications that I did to my bag as well. These aren't something you necessarily need to do. I just thought there were maybe some cool features that maybe could be added to future EBERLESTOCK bags. You know, who knows? We'll see. But I think they're kind of cool little features that expand the bag a little bit for my use, my needs, and it's something that you could probably easily do yourself as well. So we'll dive into that. But guys, this is the larger of the two bags. There is a Bando bag, and this is the Bando Bag XL. This one I purchased primarily to be my CCW carry bag, right, for when I do off-body carry. And fair warning, guys, there will be a pew-pew shown in the video. We will safety check that before we dive into it, just so you guys can see. But, you know, I don't know. Some people don't like to see that stuff. Some people do. I don't know. Not, you know, whatever. It is what it is. But this bag, guys, has a few different pockets on it. So first off, when you jump into the very front of the bag, you got this pocket here. You open it up, and this is a good little front pocket. It's big enough that I can fit, well, obviously, I can put my wallet in here if I need to. And I got a thick wallet, guys. I'm one of them. I'm an old dad, guys. I got a big wallet, but you know, I can easily fit my wallet in here. I could shove my keys in there as well. If oh yeah, they're there. Have my keys. You know, if I wanted to, I could shove my keys and my wallet both in this front pouch. Not a problem. You know, maybe I have my other pockets taken up, but you know, obviously you can see that. And what we're going to do today, guys, in this video as well, is demonstrate, you know, kind of some of the different ways you could put stuff in here and carry it. But you do have that front pouch. It's generous. Like, I mean, obviously I don't have small wallet or keys, and I can shove both of those in there without an issue, right? So it's very nice. And you do have a very nice, large inner pocket. And this is one of the reasons why I purchased this bag as well, is I really enjoy, I mean, obviously I have a big wallet, guys, and I do a lot of different things, especially with filming and stuff like that. So sometimes I got to carry large stuff around, plus my wallet. I usually have to carry quite a bit of different things on me sometimes when I'm filming at shows and things like that for the channels. And, you know, like this is the case that I usually carry my camera around in when I'm out. I have a DJI Osmo Pocket 3. This is my protective case when I'm at shows that I carry the camera in because, well, I don't want it to drop and get broke. So you can see this is a fairly large case, and I can fit it down here in this bag without any problems. I still have room to shove my microphone bag in here. You know, I could stick that in there. I could, you know, fit my Anchor backup battery. Like, this thing isn't little at all. This is pretty much literally almost the same size as my wallet, right? Actually, my wallet's probably a little thicker. So I can actually shove this down in the front pouch here if I need to. You know, I mean, that's quite a bit of stuff that I could stick in this bag just for filming purposes, right? So zip this all up. You know, I can still carry around my camera. I got my backup battery, my mic bag. You know, that's just one scenario of how I use this bag. One of the reasons why I like it is because of that large pouch. I'm able to fit, you know, some larger items in there, plus still carry around, you know, other things that I need. So it does have two little front organizer pouches here in the front. You can see that. I do have some Band-Aids right here. And then you do have a nice zippered pouch back here that you can open up and kind of separate some stuff out if you need to. You know, however you like to organize your bag, right? And then what I like about this bag is it has a separate back pouch here. Zip this open. And this is where you could carry, you know, passport, documents, whatever, but it is Velcro lined, and this is where you could carry your CCW, which is what I like, is that the CCW portion of the bag is completely separate from the rest. You know, obviously for safety reasons, you want to make sure that you're not putting your CCW, and for those of you who don't know what CCW is, it's a concealed weapon, right? You want to make sure that your CCW is not you don't have keys or anything that could maybe get in the trigger guard and accidentally, you know, have an accidental discharge. And so I'm really a big proponent about having my CCW separated from the rest of my bag. So that way nothing like that happens. The only thing that will go in there is my CCW. I won't put anything else in there, just for safety reasons. Plus, if I ever have to reach for that thing, hope I never do, I don't want to accidentally grab something else that I don't need, right? So and I'm going to show you guys what this looks like with a CCW in it. Now, this one I like, it is bigger, right, than the standard bando. I don't have the standard bando to compare it, unfortunately, but I carry not necessarily a full-size CCW, but a larger CCW, and it is the P365 Fuse. Okay, so this is a 4 1/4 inch barrel. I mean, you got a full grip here. And guys, I am gonna safety check this for you guys. I have no magazine in it, so you can see it's empty. You can see the chamber's clear, everything's clear. I have no live ammo out here with me, so you know, for the safety police, we're good. I do have one magazine with me. As you can see, it is completely empty, and that is for another portion of the bag that I'm going to show you. So this is a larger size gun. This is my holster. This is a crossbreed modular Kydex holster, which I like Kydex because, one, it completely covers the trigger guard, and it holds the gun very secure. And what I like about this is it's Velcro back, so I can easily place my CCW in here, and now it's ready to go. It's not gonna really fall out. I mean, it's in there pretty secure. I'd have to really be like jerking it pretty hard to get it to come off, you know what I mean? So that's why I like this bag. It holds this weapon very nicely. It's easily I can get to it easily, and when I zip this up, it's in there by itself. It's, you know, nestled just the way it should be, and there you go. And now I still have all this room for all of my other stuff, right? So one of the other cool things about this bag is if you see this right here, this is the top of the bag. This is like a stretchy elastic on here. You can put a tourniquet in there. You could put a flashlight in there. Or, you know, you could put your spare magazine in there. So now you have a spare magazine for your CCW. But you could kind of put whatever you need to that will fit in there. Leave that up to your imagination. And that's a nice little extra spot to carry something that you might need that's kind of a little bit out of the way. I think they primarily designed it to be a spare mag holder. But again, like I said, you could fit. This is the Nightcore M2C Pro flashlight. I mean, I can, you know, it's always good to have a light on, you guys, but I can slide this light up in here like so, and it fits nicely. It slides right over the belt clip. I'm not going to be worried about losing it. I can always open this up, reach in, get it out, and utilize my flashlight. Or maybe you want to use the Nightcore EDC 23. It's a little flat light that will actually fit in. It fits. It's kind of loose in there because it's a little bit thinner. But if you utilize the clip that comes with the light, it will hold it securely. That is a nice tight clip too, by the way. Let's slide that open. And because it's elastic, it doesn't slide over the easiest. So I would say that if you're going to utilize the EDC 23 Pro, once you take it out, it's going to be a little bit of a task to put it back in, just because it's a little bit looser, because is kind of a big elastic. But I have a lanyard on here, so I could easily just grab this and pull it out and utilize my light. Or you could put a multi-tool like this. This is the Next Torch Pioneer. You could easily slide this in here as well. This is a very good multi-tool as well, guys, by the way. But you could slide that in there. Maybe you want to carry a multi-tool, as you can see there. So, I mean, obviously, this is a cool little feature that you can add to your bag, or that it comes with the bag, and it serves multiple functions, which I really like. So we still have the CCW in here, right? So let's show you guys. I got my wallet. Let's see here. So we got my mic, or my camera, right? So we're gonna throw my camera in here. A little bit of a tighter fit because of the CCW. Got my mics. We'll throw these. So I got the camera in here, as you can see. We're gonna open up this little back zippered mesh pouch. We're gonna throw my mics in here. bam. So we got that. Camera, mics, close that up. We're shove the big fat wallet in here. I mean, we're kind of pushing the bag to its limit here with what we're shoving in here, guys. But you know, if you got to shove a lot of big things in here, you definitely can. And it does have these nice pull tabs here on the zippers. Come on there. You gonna prove me wrong here, bag? No, I don't think so. Let's pick this up a little bit. This is definitely probably more than what you would normally want to put in here, but there you go. We definitely have it loaded up, ready to go. So just a few extra little things you put in there if you wanted to. Like I said, this bag is nice because you can kind of load it out how you need to, with obviously within dimensional sizes. If I was gonna, you know, if I had to carry it that way, I can, which is nice. So obviously you can load this bag out however you want. You could stick tons of medical supplies in here. You could stick like your keys, wallet, camera gear, things like that. Your phone, this is my phone. It's the S24 Ultra with a case on it. That will easily fit into the front pouch as well. You know, got that in there. Then I can shove my wallet and stuff in here. Like I said, we got the CCW in there. I'm gonna shove my wallet in here. Throw my keys. You know, we're gonna add the spare pouch. Got that in there. You know what? I need a flashlight. So we're gonna take this little Phoenix EO6R. You know what? We'll just drop that right in there. Oh, we'll put it in this little front pouch right here, utilizing the clip. If I can get this to cooperate with me. Some of the clips on these lights are really actually pretty tight. So you can see there, I got the flashlight clipped in there, got my wallet and my keys. You know, hey, I need an extra knife, right? So here's a Shield On Scythe XL. Very cool little knife. We can stick that down there, you know, close this up. Now, you know, I'm ready to run around for the day, you know. You're kind of good to go. So very cool. I like this bag a lot. It does a lot of different things for me that I needed to. But, you know, there was a couple of little things I thought would be kind of a cool addition to the bag, right? To, let's say I needed to get, you know, I got a lot of this stuff in here, but sometimes you need to have your flashlight a little bit more accessible, right? So what I actually did, or even maybe your knife or whatever, I went down to a local seamstress and I had her add right here on the belt 2 little elastic loops here. You guys can see those. See those little guys? So it's sewed here, here in the middle. So there's almost like 2 loops. And what's cool is like I take this Phoenix, what is this? The PD25 flashlight. I can actually slide this right in here. Clip goes right over, and now I can carry a easily accessible light right here on my hip. I don't have to dig into my bag to get at it. Or this EDC 23 actually fits really nicely in this loop because it stretches around the light because the light is flat, and it actually allows it to hold it in place without really utilizing the clip if you don't need to. Turn on. See there? And I'm not worried about this falling through because you do have a safety switch right here and it kind of flares out at the top. So I'm not worried about the light falling all the way through, as you can see there. So works. I mean, you'd have to really kind of press pretty, like I'm pressing pretty hard, and actually my little lanyard there is almost stopping it from going through. So it'd be pretty hard to, I think, to lose that. But if you were concerned about it, you could definitely utilize the belt clip on here, slide it over. I mean, you could run the EDC 23 light, which is a pretty bright light, guys. I got a review on this on the channel. So I'm going to utilize the clip here. So we're going to slide that down. So we got it clipped on. It ain't going to go anywhere. And I could run my Shield On Scythe XL through the other loop if I wanted to. And again, I could utilize the belt clip on the knife to kind of slide it over, kind of lock it in place. Looks a little weird, but I mean, it's just something doable if you wanted to, I don't know, run your gear that way for whatever reason. I actually prefer these little loops more for the flashlights than I do anything else. So you got the flashlight on there, you're ready to go, easily accessible, pull it off, do what you got to do. So one of the other things that I did add to the bag that I think a lot of bags would, that's kind of a cool addition to the bag, I think, is I added a couple of cross straps here in the bag. I'm kind of playing around with this a little bit. I did them crosswise to kind of facilitate a couple of different carry options here. But you could run them just straight up and down or, you know, horizontal. But what I put these on here for was, well, to carry a backup knife. And here's two examples. So this is the Tops Knives El Pionero, the Blackout Edition. And I have a TKL Knives Striker here. Very cool knife as well. I put these Blade Tech Molly clips on here. You guys can see those. And essentially what I've done is I've got myself a little backup knife holder, essentially. So I can run this horizontally. I can run that clip underneath both straps. It makes it very secure. I might need to get a smaller Blade Tech just because it does have a little bit of play back and forth. But now when I'm wearing the bag, you know, you got your bag on, you can reach underneath behind it while you're wearing it. And if you have to, you know, deploy an edge tool, you can. Pretty easy. And it also, you know, gives you a little option. So you can run it with the cross straps. You can run it this way. You can run it like horizontal. You could come down. If you wanted to do like an underneath draw, you could run this Blade Tech underneath both of these straps just to make it a little bit more secure. Sorry. Like so. You could have it, you know, directly underneath if you needed to. You could run it this way. I mean, whichever way you want to put this, run this thing through, it's going to be able to hold it. And you're just going to have a little extra backup tool. And you could put these Blade Techs on just about almost any size, you know, knife you want, as long as it's got, you know, the appropriate holes here. So this is the TKL. And I like this one because these knives actually stay like behind the bag hidden. But I'm going to take this TKL and I'm going to slide it under here. Just to show you guys, you can do, I mean, I could even probably run both of these knives on here if I wanted to, but I mean, come on. Why would you do that? Well, I guess the question is, why wouldn't you? So there you go. You can run it that way. Or you can utilize these straps and kind of mount almost anything you want under there if you needed to, whatever will fit. But as you see there, the TKL hangs nicely. And so now if you have to reach in, you can reach behind your bag, deploy a little backup tool if you need to. So I thought it was kind of a cool little addition to the bag. I mean, it only cost me like $10 to have the seamstress sew those on for me. And, you know, the worst comes to worst, you don't like it, it's not really taking up any space. It's not going to hurt anything. So, you know, it's just an option. And it's something maybe you could play around with. You, like I said, you can mount maybe the two straps just straight up and down, or you can mount them, you know. I mean, I would almost say you could even run, if you wanted to, run a strap here, and then one across and across. And then you have like a square platform to kind of mount a lot of different things. So I think that's kind of a cool option. It's still very discreet as well. It's not taking anything away from the bag. It's still, if you're wearing it around your waist, nobody's going to see that you have, you know, the knife back there. Again, make sure you consult your local laws as far as concealed carrying anything, right? Because you don't want to get yourself in trouble. But it's just an option. Or, I mean, if I wanted to, I could come in here and you could slide your flashlight back behind these straps if you wanted to, you know, and run your flashlight like that. So that's not just for knives, guys. You could, again, anything with a clip, you could mount on there. Here's this multi-tool. It has a belt clip. I can slide this underneath the strap. I got the multi-tool right there. Easily accessible if I need it without digging into the bag. So different things, different ways to carry things. The Bando XL is a great bag. It has generous strap. I mean, I'm a bigger guy. I carry this as a fanny pack. I don't really shoulder sling bags. But I'm able to carry this all day around my waist. Never have any issues. I can get into it easily, get to all the different tools that I need. So it's a very, very cool bag, very good. Like I said, I've been running it at least 8 months now, and it's held up fine. As you can see here on the bottom, there's no wearing, no snags or anything like that. So it's been a very durable bag, very held up very well, and it's served, you know, my purposes very well. Is it a perfect bag? No, there's one thing that I would really love to see on this bag, and it's actually something I might probably have that seamstress add, is I would love to see a quick deployment strap tab coming out of the corners here, or be able to have one come out of the corner, so that way, you know, you can grab that strap and then just yank your bag open and get to your CCW, right? That way you're not having to rely on staging your zippers a certain way, you know, it's because you're like, hold on, I gotta do this one and then maybe do this one, or, you know, one or the other. Definitely, if you're going to off-body carry with the bag, you do need to practice with it, because it is different than, you know, drawing traditionally. But, you know, you get in here, zip that open, get in there and do what you got to do. I would love to see a quick access tab on this bag. I would love to see any company that's going to make a bag with a CCW pouch. I feel like that's something that should just be automatically. We need to add some sort of a tab that you could quickly access it. And the other thing is, their CCW pocket should always be separate from the main pocket. Just my opinion. I could be wrong, but I think that is a huge thing. It's a big deal to me, at least safety wise. And that is something that your CCW should always be separate from everything else in your bag. Just for safety reasons, right? But overall, though, I am really happy with this bag. It's been a really good bag for me. It has served, filled a lot of the needs that I needed it to fill. Again, is it perfect? No. A couple of things I like to see at it, absolutely. But, you know, hopefully, maybe EBERLESTOCK, if you're watching this, things to think about, right? Again, this isn't necessary. It's just something I like. I thought it was cool that I could mount a backup tool to my bag if I need it, or anything else that I might need to add to there. And again, it's just these little straps right here. Just, you know, they're just nice. You can mount, like, I can carry this little, you know, this little light right here, easily slide it in there, just to have you know, a flashlight that's maybe a little bit easier accessible and then digging into my bag, you know. So just something to think about. You know, maybe some people don't like that. Again, you don't need it. It's just something to add it. So guys, if you are interested in this EBERLESTOCK Bando XL, I will leave links to their website in the description below. And I'll also try to find like an Amazon link or something like that, leave it as well, just so you guys can check that out. I'm not sponsored by EBERLESTOCK or anything, guys. This is just something I wanted to share with you. I really do enjoy this bag. I think it's a great bag, and I think it might be something you might be interested in as well. So definitely go check them out. All right, everybody, thank you for watching. Stay safe, stay bright, and carry on.